Okay, so hello, my name is Edvardas. I'm a data analyst at NordVPN.
Hello, I'm Ieva. I'm talent acquisition partner at Nord Security. And today we're here to answer some of the questions, right?
Yeah, so we'll be looking at the most frequently asked or searched on the internet about data analysts. So hopefully it'll be fun.
So the first one is, what does data analyst do? So yeah, in my experience, I had to search for at least a couple of those for Nord Security. So as far as I know, data analysts take care of different kind of data. So what could you comment on that? Is it true or data analysts cover all the data there is possible in a company?
That is possible, as you could be a broad, centralized data analyst that helps all different types or helps with any types of questions from different stakeholders. You could be a very specific data analyst to work in a particular domain. In my history, I worked in a bank, I worked in an insurance company, and now I'm working in NordVPN and Nord Security. So I've seen many different types of data, and usually there is some sort of pattern or similar structure, but yeah, there's different types of things you can do in this domain, and in this role.
And I heard that you're working with marketing data, right?
Yes, I'm working with marketing, so we try to get some customers in and to advertise our product and make sure that we can make people understand that we're out in the market so that they can buy a VPN if they need to. So we try our best to get the customers in, since we don't really have a physical store that we can naturally or physically bring them in. So
interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go over the second inquiry in the search results. Why data analytics is important?
I'll try to cover that, and if you'll be able to add something, please do.
Of course, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, so yeah, in my opinion, I think it's one of the most important roles in a company, because you have to, analyze the data to see if you are doing well or maybe not, to optimize some processes, to see those, key points that are working for us and that are pushing the product forward.
Yes.
So I believe that's kind of important. And of course, we have to optimize processes. That helps for that as well. And like we mentioned before, a data analyst covers a lot of different data. So it's not only those IT processes, banking processes, but marketing as well. That helps to push the product forward, to make it really pop in the search engines and to sell it.
Yeah,
basically.
So that's correct. Like we said before, a lot of different domains, a lot of different metrics that need to be covered, a lot of different KPIs. The guys upstairs need to know what's happening, so they go to a data analyst to understand. It's the eyes and ears, so they get to the eyes, since they can see the numbers. So yeah, that's why it's important.
We covered a couple of questions. Let's continue and let's go to the third one. Do data analysts code?
Oh, that's a good question. Yes, they do code. One of the things they learn first is usually SQL. It's a querying language for querying large amounts of data in a database. And then the second most common programming language is usually Python, which is what a lot of companies look for nowadays, because it's one of the most popular languages used amongst data analysts and data scientists. So yeah, the data analysts do code, and for Python, data scientists usually create some interesting analysis based on machine learning and other aspects that data analysts could do. Not just data scientists, data analysts also as well can do such things. But yeah, data analysts are expected to do a lot of things, not just making dashboards and analyzing or querying data. So there's a lot of other things that we do.
So does these tools show the data which is being analyzed, or you just, put it in those tools and you analyze it, or you use some kind of other tools to see the visual data?
If we're talking about just tools in general, there are things like data visualization tools like Tableau, Power BI that normally are used in companies. We use Looker in my role personally, and yeah, in those cases, even business stakeholders can, if they are tech savvy enough, can make their own visualizations. But in general, if we need something very specific that these visualizations can't do, sometimes you could custom make something in Python, or basically Python. You could query, get some packages and make some data visualizations yourself. Sometimes you need to kind of cut up the data a bit, and data visualizations or SQL is not enough, or it's easier, maybe even Python for some. So it really depends on your skill set.
Got it. So if I want to be a data analyst, I have to code at least with Python and with other languages.
SQL, yeah. SQL is probably the first one a lot of entry-level people do, but once you get more experience, you get to witness a lot of different tools. Even cloud, there's a lot of cloud tools that are also provide ease of use. Especially sometimes there's a production environment that your team is using, and it's on cloud. So there's things such as I've used Databricks in another company, so it's like an analytical program, so you can do like Python and SQL in there and stuff like that. So you don't have to do a lot of things in your personal computer if you don't want. So
cool. I believe we covered kind of a lot. So in short, data analysts do have to code.
Yes, yes, there is a lot of coding. All right, so let's go to the fourth question in our list. So, will data analysts be replaced by AI?
That's an interesting one. A lot of questions these days starts with will it be replaced and finishes with AI. That's a hot topic probably right now in the market, in the search bars. Personally, I don't think so because AI is a wonderful tool to improve your work, to being able to see some other perspectives, some other angles of your data being analyzed. But will it fully replace these kind of positions? I don't think so because it still needs that personal touch probably to see how this data is being handled.
I agree with that because one thing that this AI does is that it helps us with productivity. It might help automate some manual tasks that used to take a little bit longer, and you can focus on the important things. In my role personally, I do like to use it if I need some new ideas, or maybe I'm not familiar with a particular product or a domain that maybe I'm covering for, or it's something I've never experienced. So it does help, get a little bit of a basic knowledge, especially if you need something like some simple data entry. Sometimes you need some code right there and then. Sometimes the code is actually pretty good, so you can use it, maybe change it based on your requirements. One thing though in data analytics that a lot of companies might stress is don't put sensitive data into the ChatGPT or anything like that. So sometimes there is some common practices just in case to protect our customers and to make sure we don't accidentally train our company's data. So it's very important to have really good, also good compliance rules, especially when using such tools. But in general, right now, I don't see it. There are things like AI agents in the market that are being introduced. I don't know how. I've never used it personally. I've seen some marketing. Obviously, there's a lot of marketing on the market right now. So I guess a lot of people see that buzzword AI. So, but in general, right now, in my role, it's a useful tool, I would say.
I'm happy that we agree on that it will probably not be replaced by AI.
Yeah.
No, probably, definitely. And that's why we are searching for a lot of, new teammates in our data team. So it will not be replaced by AI.
Hopefully.
So the final question on our list, actually, let's try to cover that one. And the question is, what does data analyst look like?
Oh, that's a good
That's
question.
an interesting one, Not a typical one.
Yeah, I guess it's about appearances. Honestly, it could be anybody, a man, it could be a female, any gender, any race. So honestly, it really depends on the dress code of the company, honestly. But it all comes down to the interest of the field. So if people find it interesting, I don't see why not try it out. So I see a lot of different types of backgrounds, and it's very nice to see that it's becoming a little bit more inclusive nowadays.
Like someone mentioned, as long as you have your shoes, pants, and t-shirt on, you're good.
Yeah, minimum. At least at this company, like I like the dress code. At least I don't have to think about what I have to wear in the morning.
As far as I saw, there's no some kind of strict dress code at Nord Security, so data analysts may look
express yourself.
What do you want to look like?
Just express yourself pretty much. So
So probably that's about it. So with our questions, we covered at least basics about the data analyst role. And
So thank you so much. It was a pleasure to talk and to have fun. So hopefully we get some people in and get some new colleagues.
If you are thinking of joining Nord Security, or if you are thinking about data analyst role, so feel free to check our career page. We always have openings for you, so check that. Text us, write us some more questions, and we'll try to cover those. Right?
Sounds good. All right.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.